Inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Throwing, Jones. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Jones. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Seahawks have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point through the snowflakes. Up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bro, would you ride the fuck over?
To kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Herbert on first down now. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Defense gets up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. These two teams all tied after one. Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Steps away. That'll be caught. It's Tony. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, 27 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 23. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Here's Herbert. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. From the gun, Jones. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's what I thought. Yeah, right.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Herbert now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed.
That was all you. You should have caught that. That was all yours.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
I thought that was some bullshit.
He takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now Jones to throw on third down, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I didn't even mean to do that. That just slipped out my fucking
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he missed it. It's no good.
That shit slipped off my thumb. I didn't even mean to do that. That shit was,
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
He finds his man complete. It's Flowers. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Taylor's got the first down and more.
if I would have broke that, that would have been crazy.
Shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Now this trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Yeah, not bro.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Herbert on 3rd down now. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Not sure I agree with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. First and 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
All right, 3.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot,
All right, 3,
but he
you got
tried to
it.
conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Come on, bro. Like, are you fucking serious?
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big
Like, come
play
on,
there.
dog. I ain't no fucking guarding him. What the fuck?
And the Saints use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Oh.
Tucker able to connect on
Shit
the
is
extra
unbelievable,
point, and
bro.
his guys
Like,
will
come
take a
on, bro. Ain't
10-point
nobody
lead.
guarding this nigga.
Tucker now to kick it away,
Damn.
following a touchdown.
It's like the 4th time. Damn.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first.
Why would you fucking cut back? Just fucking go straight.
He did not. Unable to break free, and he's
Like, what the fuck are you cutting back for?
Loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Man, in that fucking dumbass animation, why the fuck they made me cut back? I'm trying to go straight.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Trying to punch it in with Taylor.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now left side of the swing pass. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to Tony.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Letting one go deep for the end zone.
I didn't even mean to do that. That was my dumb ass.
A great read, and it's picked off.
Like, come on, bro. They fucking robbed me, bro. Like, how the fuck?
They exited the pocket.
Fucking trash ass defense, bro. Niggas getting hurt like 5 times, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all ain't even trying to guard the nigga.
Sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
On 2nd and 9. Herbert. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And brought down but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
My secondary
so
got
it's
to get
Saints
better. That shit
football
was
as we
trash
get you
today.
reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play. 2nd and 9.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
Fuck, y'all don't
they'll be
cover these
disappointed to have to
niggas,
burn
bro.
one there after giving up
That
the first
shit
down.
crazy. I ain't even mad though. Secondary ain't been good all
Give it here
year.
to his running back. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Good shit, Reese.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.